year?
Yeah.
Second year here in Portland, but it's been going on forever, like in Canada, right? Or something like that? Where?
Just right across the river,
Okay, rock on. Cool. Okay. Yeah, it's a good show.
And
Glad everybody's having a good time.
I prefer the downtown convention center to the Hilton Executive Tower.
So this is the downtown convention center then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Everybody likes this one better?
Yeah, that
cool.
hotel was
Beautiful
a
facility.
nightmare.
Yeah, I bet. But yeah, I would see a lot of familiar faces. People come up to the autograph and some of the other panels. Thank you all so much for coming out. So welcome to the, what do they call this one? Meet, oh my God. Hi, I'm Josh Grelle. Now you've met me. So does that mean the panel's over? Hi! This is Josh. You just go down the line. Hi, nice to meet you, Josh. Hi, I'm Josh. Hi, I'm Josh. Hi, I'm Josh. You can maybe exchange, get life stories. Stuff like that. But yeah, no, thank you guys for coming out. I'm guessing there wasn't much else to do at 7:30, but I will try to entertain. For those maybe don't know who I am or anything, we'll do an introduction, basic introduction. Hi, I'm Josh Grelle. I'm a voice actor. I get paid to scream at television. And usually let all the people in my head that just live there all the time just come out for a little bit. It's like I'm a spider with egg sacs, just of different personalities just in my brain, and they come out every once in a while. But yeah, I've been working in anime specifically for voiceover and also script writing and a little bit of directing now for, it'll be 14 years in January.
Wow!
It's ridiculous.
That's longer than I had a job.
Some of the roles you might know me from, most recently, probably my favorite to date, Yuri Kotsky and Yuri on Ice. Another favorite, Tyrion in Ruby. Any Ruby fans in the room? Welcome. Let's see, Sadao Mao and The Devil is a Part-Timer. Black pepper fries. Armin in Attack on Titan. Join the Scouts, we have cookies. Slay the Titan Scourge, get snickerdoodles.
We also have Aaron Yeager in Caps Lock Rage mode.
No, Aaron, no! That's kind of Armin's mantra for the show. It's just Aaron, no. It's either that or Aaron, no!
Armin, no! I love doing that role
and Drifters, and Akihisa Yoshi and Baka and Test. Baka Test. Hideyoshi's my waifu. Huh?
Who's your wife? I didn't hear.
Hideyoshi.
That makes sense.
I know, right? Hideyoshi's best girl / boy / Hideyoshi. It's accepted by society. I play Issei in High School DxD. Oh my God! All the boobs belong to me apparently.
That's my wife.
That's like one of 6 harem shows I've done now. I think over the years. It's like High School DxD, Infinite Stratos, Date Alive. Oh God. Brothers Conflict's a reverse harem, which is like a harem's a harem whether they're in bikinis or in shorts. I don't know, whatever. And even then, it's not mutually exclusive. Yeah, Another World My Smartphone, that's the most recent. Just did that this past season. That was a fun show.
Aren't you Nagisa in Free?
Say that again?
Nagisa in Free?
I am Nagisa in Free. I was also in Freezing. Which, very different show. Yuji Sakai and, why don't you just shout them now? Yuji Sakai and Shakugan no Shana. There's been a lot of Shakugan no Shana love this weekend. Wasn't expecting that. Kurinosuke and Princess Jellyfish. Oh, darling, it's fabulous. Like this lovely little corgi in the front row. Hello, darling. I want to take you home. But that would be kidnapping. Yeah, my first role ever for Funimation was Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple. Anybody?
Yeah.
Oh my God, like kind of the fanboy dream come true, let me tell you. I was growing up watching Dragon Ball and all that, and then all of a sudden I'm being taught martial arts by half of Dragon Ball's cast. And half of that number of people was Chris Sabat. Like, it's just lots and lots of characters. Ren and Casino Stigma, and any video game fans in the house. Does anybody play video games?
On my iPhone, if that counts.
That does count. Actually, I think I think it's out now, so I can say. Did anybody ever get the the version of Angry Birds where you play as the pig, and you have to set up the stuff? I'm the pig. For that game.
Boy.
That was your Yuri character.
That's where I got the inspiration. Oh, Yuri, he's just a piggy. Yes, hello, piggy. Hello, piggy. You know, a funny thing too about getting to do the Russian dialect and stuff, and the fact that I ended up in Yuri on Ice with Jerry Jewell, is the fact that Jerry, being Victor and having that wonderful Russian accent, was also, I'm saying that literally, and also he was also Russia for Italia. And they look very similar, Victor and Russia. And it's pretty much the same voice, so Victor just doesn't sound like a psychotic killer.
Come with one with Russia.
I was Lithuania in Italia. And Lithuania is essentially I've seen ships of Lithuania in Russia. He's practically the bottom in that relationship. Yeah, so then you get Victor, and then all of a sudden I'm playing Yuri. You have that little relationship of Lithuania and Russia, and all of a sudden we're Yuri and Victor, and it was just kind of I wonder if they knew. But yeah, lots and lots. Anybody play Borderlands? Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, do you remember Dave? Vaguely? How about this? Hey, Karima, know what's better than having a working shield? Not being a woman. He's the character you love to kill over and over and over and over again. You never see his face. He's just saying constantly misogynist and increasingly worse misogynist stuff over the comm. And Karima, the girl he's constantly ripping on, you're taking all the missions from her and you're setting up this turret to help defend this village. And she's like, okay, we're going to test the shield. She's been trying to repair the shield for the city. Can you aim this turret at this location? And you shoot, and the location she gives you is Dave's house. And then you just hear Dave die horribly after you bullseye him. And then the next thing you hear is Karima say, okay, now we'll try it with the shield on. I love to play that mission over and over and over again. Just kill the misogynist. I love it. Also,
Maybe
Tales of
I'll have
Cilia.
to play that game.
Yeah, Tales of Cilia. Anybody played Luger? The silent protagonist. 32 hours of recording for...
Hey,
he was a silent protagonist, it was 32 hours, that's crazy. Dragon Ball Xenoverse, I played Demi Gras, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I could go on and on. This is a general Q&A panel, I guess, basically. If there's anything that you would like to know, either about, we have questions up, you don't need me to explain. Yes?
Thank you for being here, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry you blew out your voice at Anime Fest.
Oh God, were you there? Were you at A-Fest?
I was.
Oh yeah. Was anybody else here that was at A-Fest earlier this year for the Yuri on Ice? You're the only other person from Texas besides me. This is A-Fest we basically was Yuri on Ice Con earlier this year. They had the creators of Yuri on Ice come all the way from Japan. We had the entire English cast, the director, Sonny Strait, the director, and everything. And yeah, we ended up I lost my voice Saturday night, and I couldn't say a word on Sunday. So like for the autograph signing, it was just a picture. It was just a picture of me with a sad face that's with a caption said, "I can't talk, sorry." And so people it was just. Yeah. It was, yeah, I wish I could have done that panel though on Sunday. It would have sucked, but yeah, that would have been can you imagine a Q&A panel that's just do interpretive dance to answer your questions. Like, I'll get some hieroglyphics going up here. Did you have a question? I'm sorry.
How'd you like going? How are you?
I'm great, so thank you for asking. You were paying attention at the last panel. Life's going great, just bought a house. Like, bought a house. And got married earlier this year in April. So basically, 2017 was the year I decided I'm gonna adult really hard. Next year, no adulting. No. Peter Pan will come out of nowhere and just shake me and be like, "You're supposed to stay a kid forever." Sorry, Peter. Yes. Yes, with the yes. Yes.
How difficult was it to try and turn a line about being impregnated by a skating man?
There's so much Eros in this routine. I think it's gonna impregnate me. It's just like that was the line.
Well, that one came out.
Like, I mean, it's straight out of translation. I mean, like, we're just like, it's what the Japanese said is what we're saying. Because you can't not say that. Like, that was like, they're talking about getting impregnated. Specifically the word impregnate. We're gonna say it. It was fine. I thought it was hilarious. Yes. Yeah.
How do you feel about pork?
About pork?
Yeah.
It's the other white meat. It's the other white meat. I adore it. I love pork. If I'm not in the mood for chicken and I can't have a steak, pork will do. And also bacon. Who doesn't? If you don't like bacon, you are obviously not of this earth.
Am I of?
Yes.
What about me? Am I of this earth if it's turkey bacon?
Absolutely, it's still bacon. Bacon's in the word, in the name. I talk for a living. Yes.
What was the funniest thing that happened in the booth while recording Yuri on Ice?
Funniest thing in the booth while recording Yuri. Nothing I can say at an all-ages panel. Oh God, I'm trying to think. Well, I had no idea that the drunk Yuri scene even took place until the day I was recording it. Like we were watching, let's say episode 6 aired 1 week. The week that episode 6 aired, like the day after episode 6 aired would be the week that we were recording on episode 5. So we would already have seen episode 6, and it would be in the process of being written by the dub writers. We're recording episode 5, and so the entire time we would just gab back and forth about, like, did you see episode 6? Oh my God, yeah, he made that jump. Yeah, the triple sow cow. Hell yeah, that was great. It's like, and also, are they a thing? Like, and so by the time but that particular episode, I just went to the end, like to when the credits started, and I stopped watching. Oh, no. So I didn't know, because I was writing my own script. Like that season, aside from Yuri, I was recording 5 other shows. 4 of them were leads. And I was also writing the script that season for a show called Trickster. And so it was just, I had no free time. I had like 23 minutes to be able to watch Yuri and then get back to work. So I completely missed out. I just thought it was going to be credits and then next time on Yuri, more ice. So we got in the booth, we finished recording the episode, and I was starting like, yeah, cool, we'll see you next week. And Sony goes, get back in there, you got more. I was like, wait, what? I didn't see this. Like, and then Kristoff on a dancing pole. Yuri in nothing but a tie and a shirt and his dignity and socks. And it was adorable. And it's like, this is ridiculous, and like just getting, and so like, it actually ended up, I feel, really helping to record that scene, because if I had seen it a week before, I would have spent that entire week trying to come up with, okay, how am I going to sound like drunk Yuri? And like, just getting in my head about it. But this way, it was just, oh, okay, I gotta be drunk, okay, and I just did it. And it ended up coming out, I think, really funny. I was really proud of it. Just like, hey, Victor, you should come out. My family owns a hot spring. Like, when they were done with it, you should come visit. Hey, Victor, I got an idea. If I win the dance-off, come to Japan and be my coach. You'll do it, won't you, Victor? Be my coach. And that scene completely changes the entirety of the, like, it changes the way you view the show, because you're just like, to Victor, he knew. He knew all along. It was great. I loved it. Let's see. Yes, right behind her. Yes.
So what was the hardest thing that you had to take over and over and over again until you got it perfect?
On Yuri? Or
Anything.
any show. Like anything that I had to do over and over and over and over again until we got it perfect.
So like, how did you like overcome that?
How do you overcome it? Try not to hit your director. Try really, really hard. Because there's sometimes, like, I mean, I can understand working through, like, if it's like recording like a big moment for like a defining moment in a character's arc, or just a really intense moment in a show, and like, if the director has something very specific in mind for that, I totally get, like, if I'm not nailing what they're looking for, doing take after take after take after take, it can be exhausting. More often than not, it's just infuriating, and you start to just get down on yourself, because I'm just like, oh my god, like, what am I not getting? Like, what is it that, I mean, to me, I'm hearing myself say exactly what he's asking me to say, but I'm just not hitting it, and I don't know what it is about what I'm doing that's just not hitting that emotional chord he's looking for, and it's just infuriating. And then when you finally get it, you're just like, oh, thank God, okay, next, oh, that's right, we've got like 30 more. Okay, but like, if it's just like, no, I need something like, okay, no, dude, okay, so like, I need this to sound like every fiber of his being, the thing that he has just witnessed, has completely shaken him to his core. And this is going to redefine his life, just from this what he's seeing in this moment. Okay? So what I'm looking for, basically, is... You start to just get like afraid of the freaking microphone after a little bit, and it's like, after take 27, you just want to be like, really, dude? And then finally you just give him, that's it! Yeah, that's it, keep it, thank you. I'm just like, we got that 27 takes ago. Exactly what you asked. And then sometimes you get the direction where you're just like, oh, do you mean like this? Like, I mean, it doesn't match his face, but it sounds like what you described, and at this point, I'm just reaching. I'm going for anything here. That time, you grin your teeth and remember, this is my job. My job is give the director what they want. I get a paycheck at the end of dealing with this BS. You, sir. Yes, you. And then we'll go back over here for a second.
So, I've been contemplating this quite a bit, trying to understand when you're truly ready to go with the big boys.
Yeah.
Like yourself. But it's...
Well, I'm a big boy, but like, I don't know about like...
You're beautiful! No,
oh, jeez! I got the vapors! Like,
I guess what I mean is like, so, like, I've only been in one small thing. But it's still like amazing, exciting, all
Right,
of those
right,
skills per
totally
time.
good.
It's like, when do you think personally, like, because I don't have any theater background, but like, when do you think personally you're ready to go with the big leagues? Because like, even though you only started smaller things, like you have like commercials behind you, you have a huge resume.
I don't know. I don't know. Like there is no. At the very last panel we just did, Todd Habercorn had I think a really nice answer for this. Like, acting is not like, becoming a doctor that has a very clear line of like, okay, you go to school for this many years, now you're ready to move on to this. Now and then you go and you do your stay-in, and you do, like, you move, and then eventually you choose whether you're going to go into a private practice or you're going to go into a hospital. Like, very clear, like, everybody goes through roughly the exact same thing. I don't know a single actor that is a voice actor now, that became a voice actor the exact same way. Some of us, granted, more often than not, they started in theater somehow, or started in some form of performing art, whether it was like choir or ballet or opera. Chris Sabat was a classically trained opera singer, and does commercial and industrial like that. Like, he's got the voice for that, but like, he did that before he became Piccolo. Like. And like, see, that's what he's known for. Like, I don't think I've heard him sing like once. I don't think I've ever even heard him do his opera stuff, but I know that he's been classically trained to do opera. Like, but some people like myself, started in theater very young. I started in children's theater when I was 5, and did that on and off all the way until I was 18, and I got lucky enough to get an audition at ADV Films because I knew a guy who knew a guy. And that got me in there. Some people started radio. Kyle Avier started in radio. Now he's the voice most well known for being the announcer of Dragon Ball freaking Z and Team Gohan. It's like grown-up Gohan. So like, Steve Bloom, when he was discovered to do. I don't know whether or not Steve had a acting background or anything specific, but I know that from what I've been told, when he was discovered to do Spike in Cowboy freaking Bebop, he was delivering mail to their office, and they were like, "You got a unique voice. You should come and try out some stuff for us." So it's magic. I think really becoming an actor, or becoming an actor specifically in this, getting a role or starting off, like, it's a mix of the experience that you have in whatever performing art that it is that you have, or lack thereof, mixed with being at the right place at the right time, knowing the right people, and generally having a good attitude. Just being somebody that people would want to work with. And then having the talent, or having the ability at the very least to take direction and to change your performance based on, the drop of a hat suggestion that someone gives you. It was like, you gotta keep moving. That delivery was green, I'm looking for autumn red. Okay. Sorry, I think I threw out fuchsia that take. Sorry. It's just like, that was cedar, I want mahogany. I was like, well, who doesn't? So, and at the same time, it's also, in some ways, like, actually having the experience doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get like some big part. Like, there's people that have been doing voice work at Funimation for 20 plus years and have only ever done bits, maybe a few side characters, something here or there, and maybe once they got a lead or something, but it wasn't like a big well-known show or whatever, so they don't ever go to conventions because, or they just see it as a side job because their main thing is doing theater or doing industrials or on camera, and the voice work is just a nice little extra thing they get to do. There's some actors that come in, they're just like absolutely no experience whatsoever, and this happens like maybe once every 10 years, where they come in with absolutely nothing and just blow everybody away, and their very first thing is a breakout role that makes their career, and like, it just goes on from there. It does happen. Just not very often. it's a really weird business, and it's a really weird career to go after. I think what I would tell anybody if they wanted to get into this is, yes, go after it. I implore you to do theater or anything like that. It was really fun for me, and I learned a lot. But if you can imagine yourself doing anything else in this world and enjoying it and being happy, do that. Don't get into this. Because you'll be told no every day. You will do 99 auditions before you get the one bit part, or the one, whatever. You will go for years needing at least a second job or a third in order to continue to support that, and you also find jobs that will give you the free time to do your voice recording, to work in anime, or to work in video games, or to really start pursuing that. Sorry, I feel like I kind of went on a tangent, and I'm not even sure if I answered your question.
No, I definitely got it.
All right.
I read the book, you guys do.
All right, cool, good. All right, let's go over here real quick. You have been very patient, then we'll get over to some of you guys. Yes, what is your question?
Well, I was going to do a two-parter, but I'll make this a different one so it's quicker.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yep, what's your question?
So, if you've seen any of the abridged Attack on Titans...
I saw a little bit of abridged Attack on Titan, before they...
Would you agree that you're a majestic freaking eagle?
I am a majestic freaking eagle. I don't think that I can harmonize with them. But if there is one thing I do know, it's that I'm in charge of the gas tanks. Ding, ding.
Now, just don't say any creepy lines that...
Oh, no. Do you know where Annie is?
Oh, no, he's gone...
I can tell ya.
He's gone slap happy.
Yeah. Let's see. Yes. Yes.
So it's kind of like multiple things fit into one, but how hard is it to play someone as evil as Tyrion and as innocent as Armin and Yuri?
Again, all the voices that live in my head.
My cosplay.
Yeah. It's me. It's me. Yuri. That would be weird if Yuri was Italian. Victor, let's go on this escaping.
Instead of Super Mario Maker, it would be Super Victor Maker.
Mm-hmm. Dude, but you can see him just jumping around on Goomba's heads, slicing into them with his skates. That's a bloody video game. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to characters like Armin and Yuri and stuff who I feel like I have more in common with them. I'm more like those characters, and one of the reasons why I think I'm able to, I was able to play those characters, it was because I can identify with them very well in terms of the journeys they're going through, the things that they're feeling about themselves, about the world around them. Very familiar to me. That said, because I'm that type of person, like Yuri or Armin, the idea of playing the psychotic villain who doesn't care about anything except watching the world burn is so much freaking fun. It's just yes, please let me be the Joker. Let me burn it all down. Let me just go break past these barriers. So Tyrion was really the first character in a long time that I got to play. Just a over the top cartoon villain. What I fell in love with, the type of villains I grew up watching on all of my Saturday morning cartoons. Just getting to do that, getting to do my Mark Hamill basically. And and then on the cherry on top was also that it was an original character. I got a hand in making him who he is. Nobody else had voiced him before me, and so I really got the freedom, and I didn't have to fight mouth movements either because nothing had been animated. They animated to me, and the Japanese have to dub me. For a change. So no, it was really cool after almost at that point, it was 13 years of doing this. It was really cool to finally have that type of character, but it was just, this is all mine. I really get to have fun with him and make him my own. And, you know, break the rules a little bit. Because that's the fun thing about villains. They don't have rules. You can literally do anything and try to come up with it and try to justify any bizarre